Have you ever considered how different societies decide what is right or wrong, and whether those ideas apply to everyone, everywhere? Universalism and cultural relativism representing two fundamental philosophical approaches to understanding morality, ethics, and human rights. Universalism posits that certain moral truths or values are universally applicable across all cultures and times, independent of local customs or beliefs. In contrast, cultural relativism asserts that moral principles are products of individual cultures and societies, meaning there are no universal moral standards that transcend cultural boundaries. The core distinction between these views lies in their foundational assumption about the source and scope of moral authority. Universalism often draws upon concepts of shared human nature, reason, or even divine law, suggesting that basic rights and wrongs are discernible by all and should be respected globally. Cultural relativism, conversely, emphasizes the immense diversity of human experience and social structures, arguing that what is deemed ethical or just is intrinsically tied to a specific cultural context and therefore cannot be judged by external standards. To navigate this contrast, consider examining specific ethical dilemmas through both lenses. When faced with a practice or belief in another culture, a universalist perspective would prompt you to ask if it violates fundamental human dignity or intrinsic rights that all individuals possess. A cultural relativist, however, would encourage you to understand the practice within its own historical, social, and functional context, seeking to avoid ethnocentric judgments. Understanding these theoretical frameworks also helps illuminate debates in international law and human rights advocacy. For instance, the concept of a jus cogens norm in international law, which refers to a compelling, universally accepted principle from which no derogation is permitted, is deeply rooted in universalist thinking. Examples include prohibitions against slavery or genocide, which are considered violations of fundamental human rights regardless of cultural context. Appreciating this nuance enriches our comprehension of global ethical discourse. Ultimately, recognizing the contrasting premises of universalism and cultural relativism provides a powerful lens for analyzing moral questions and human rights issues. It encourages a more thoughtful engagement with diverse perspectives, enabling us to critically evaluate claims of universal applicability against the undeniable fact of cultural variation, and fostering a deeper, more informed understanding of our shared global ethical landscape.